Well, the thing about John is he had a song for every occasion, for every walk of life. And that always fascinated me. Whether he was working at an Amway convention singing "I'm just an old chunk of coal, but I'm going to be a diamond someday," or the Billy Graham Crusade, or an Indian reservation, or a cowboy gathering, or a prison, he had it covered. He just was a connoisseur of great songs. You know, we wound up next door neighbors at the end of his life. And I went over there and saw him, sitting in a wheelchair. I thought, he's in jail now. He really is in a jail. The last real conversation we had turned in probably to the last song he ever wrote. We talked about the prison at Folsom again. I said, the hanging gallows. And I said, can you imagine being a hangman? For that being the way you make a living and get through the world? He said, it must be awful. And I had a verse, and I said, I killed another man today. It's hard to believe. I lost count at 30, and I've grown too numb to grieve. But the bottle helps me cope when I lay down at night. And when the dope rolls through my veins, it all fades out of sight. And I said, hangman, hangman, that's my stock and trade. Hangman, hangman, sending bad men to their graves. And he said, who killed who? I ask myself, time and time again. God have mercy on the soul of this hangman. That was 4 days before he died. And I shot his picture and I said, JR, I got to go to Washington. Do you want me to bring you anything? He said, yep, I do. I said, what do you want? He said, see if you can find me a replica of the Washington Monument. I want to shove it up my nose. And I said, do you want one with a base on it where you can pull it out, or do you want one that's baseless where you can ram it all the way up in your head? He says, I'd like one with a base. I need to be able to pull it out. And so I found one in Reagan Airport, and I bought it for him. Marble, beautiful marble. And it's around here somewhere. And on the way home, I had it in my bag. I got the call, that morning. Never got to give him his monument.